Colaboracion ya canal produce. Vivo en un mundo donde todo es mentira, donde te cobran por el aire que respiras. Aquí la envidia es el deporte nacional y hay puñaladas cada vez que te giras. Vivo en un mundo donde reina la codicia, versión corrupta del jardín de las delicias, donde castigan el bien y premian el mal, y el capital se inventa una moral ficticia. Vivo en un mundo gobernado por la mafia, maestros en el arte del engaño y la falacia, ocultos tras los velos de una falsa democracia. Se ríen de nosotros mientras cuentan sus ganancias. Vivo en un mundo que parece una prisión, enfermo por un cáncer que se llama Babilón, lleno de racismo, violencia y opresión, donde el sentido común es una ilusión. Vivo en la era de la desinformación, ejércitos de zombies enganchados a la televisión, que retransmite la elección del nuevo papa, donde los niños son yonkis del puto WhatsApp. La gente humilde es expulsada de sus casas por criminales con pistola, porra y placa, siervos corruptos enviados por la banca, cerdos que sueñan con ver una Europa blanca. Yo vivo en un mundo donde todo es mentira, donde te cobran por el aire que respiras. Aquí la envidia es el deporte nacional y hay puñaladas cada vez que te giras. Vivo en un mundo donde reina la codicia, versión corrupta del jardín de las delicias, donde castigan el bien y premian el mal, y el capital se inventa una moral ficticia. Vivo en un pozo sin piedad para el más débil, un mundo muerto camino de estar estéril. La democracia sirve a golpe de fusil, mientras el poder civil cada vez es más imbécil. Vivo en la jaula de las locas y los grillos, donde ya no escuchas los golpes de los martillos. El país de la crisis y del boom del ladrillo, donde ya no saben qué coño enseñar a los chiquillos. Vivo en la peli de Papá Piquillo, dándome duchas sirviendo el agua en castillos, fumando sin cenar hasta quedarme amarillo en este mundo desagrado, pandereta y chupas pan el calzoncillo. Vivo en un mundo donde todo es mentira, donde te cobran por el aire que respiras. Aquí la envidia es el deporte nacional y hay puñaladas cada vez que te giras. Vivo en un mundo donde reina la codicia, versión corrupta del jardín de las delicias, donde castigan el bien y premian el mal, y el capital se inventa una moral ficticia. Vivo en un mundo donde todo es mentira, donde te cobran por el aire que respiras. Aquí la envidia es el deporte nacional y hay puñaladas cada vez que te giras. Vivo en un mundo donde reina la codicia, versión corrupta del jardín de las delicias, donde castigan el bien y premian el mal, y el capital se inventa una moral ficticia. Ya caman, la Santa Prod, vaya Soul Rebel.
August 2013, and NATO leaders can't get the public on side for the imminent bombing of Syria. Suddenly, the BBC says it was filming a small rural hospital, and a game-changing atrocity happens right there, the moment they were filming.
We were filming the doctors working at this hospital when victims of an incendiary bomb attack on a school playground started pouring in.
Absolute chaos and carnage here. It must be some sort of napalm.
But a highly skeptical public stayed hostile to military intervention. Exactly 1 month later, the leaders are trying to pin a chemical weapons attack on Syria without success. The BBC airs exactly the same footage but digitally alters the word napalm for, quote, chemical weapons, hoping no one will notice.
Absolute chaos and carnage here. It must be some sort of chemical weapon.
Not only did folks notice, but it unleashed a massive public investigation, which made some extremely disturbing findings.
This is the total fabrication, from beginning to end, of an atrocity with BBC reporter Ian Pannell standing amidst a tableau of very bad actors. This is completely beyond the pale.
This audio analysis by media investigator Robin Upton shows both versions are identical and from the same speech. The BBC then digitally altered the words from napalm to chemical weapon, the exact justification NATO was finding difficult to prove. That game-changing allegation was made by 2 doctors that had travelled with the BBC, who claimed the number of sudden casualties is, quote, overwhelming. What kind of doctor, notes media investigator Robert Stewart, gives interviews when she is surrounded by supposedly seriously burned and dying teenagers?
Get anyone who isn't a patient out of here.
When a nurse does finally start to help, her order to get anyone who isn't a patient out of here doesn't apply to the cameramen. Even worse, notes Stewart, is the bizarre acting which starts when the man in the center gives the sign.
What do you need to see? We're just human beings. We want to live, you know? Isn't it our right to live?
Dr. Roller, on whose sole claim the BBC sends napalm chemical weapons allegations around the world, is actually the daughter of Syrian rebel Musa al-Qadi.
Into a war.
And with a fake blood wound, here's a guy who wakes up from his funeral. Watch this. They're reading. Oh, there. Oh, wait. There. Oh, he's awake. He's not even really dead. And so, I mean, this is just crazy what goes on. There was another video that was shot of a supposed massacre.
With the political correctness, one people linked to ISIS on U.S. soil since the caliphate was declared. This attack in part was facilitated by the policies of this administration, President Obama and Secretary Clinton, that have allowed political correctness into the threat assessment. Today, I beg the White House, stop with the political correctness was facilitated. Facilitated by the policies of this administration, President Obama and Secretary Clinton, that have allowed political correctness into the threat assessment. Today, I beg the White House, stop with the political correctness.
I got up and then I crouched and I was zigzagging my way after, because there was a whole bunch of people that had gone out and the privacy fence went down. And that's when everybody was just like going. But, you know, I was like down and I was like zigzagging my way here in the...
Joining us now, one of the survivors of the shooting, Christopher Hansen, was getting a drink at the bar when he heard the gunshots erupt. He hit the ground and then crawled to help a victim. Christopher, we're glad you're okay with us this morning. And you say when you first heard the shots, as so many people did, you didn't know they were gunshots.
Just terrifying.
Did you see the shooter's face at all?
I didn't see the shooter. I didn't have my, I can't see from a far distance, so I didn't have my glasses on. So my phone, I'm like, it's 11:08. I'm like, come on. She goes, $10, sweetie. I was like,
90s. Okay? Follow me? All right.
What kind of man shoots a friend in the back?
Danny told us he did it because him and Robert, once again, had gotten into an argument, and he felt that argument was serious.
And we're supposed to think that all of these flash mob people could fit into here. And this is where the back bathrooms are supposedly where the gunman barricaded himself with some several hostage. And here is the aerial view of the Pulse. And you can pretty much count the parking spaces. It's kind of odd, right? For 300 people to be at this small. Notice how it's not packed at all. There's hardly anyone in that club.